Hey guys, Coach Ben. Want to take a couple minutes and talk about the next training cycle. So we're going to a holiday, and then after we come back, we're going to start our new cycle on the 25th of this month, September. So first thing I want to talk about is, name of the cycle is preseason. All right. So this is essentially going to take us from the end of Chunben, so the end of September, through more or less the New Year, or International New Year's. So for the next 3 months or so. Now the goal here is threefold. So we got three things going on. We're going to want to increase our running exposure, right? So as some of you know, the Anchor Watt half marathon 10K is going to be going on in the beginning of December, and we'd like as many of you as are interested to come and join. I will be doing it. The rest of the coaches will be doing it. And the way that we're going to get more comfortable with that is by running a little bit more than we have. Okay? I'll talk more about that in a second. Then from there is positional strength. So this is going to involve a lot more type of pause work. So a lot of our strength work is going to involve pauses, such as pausing in the bottom part of a squat, or maybe being very slow on the way up. So you have to show me a good, perfect position the whole time, and you're not allowed to break or show any sort of faulty movement pattern. The last thing is going to be skills. And by this I mean gymnastic skills. And so this is going to be starting to work on your kipping pull-ups, your handstand push-ups, things like that that you might see in the open and are more common. For those of you who are a little bit more advanced and have been doing CrossFit for a little bit longer, we're looking at trying to get your muscle ups, your bar muscle ups, maybe getting you multiple of them, stringing them together, and giving you time in class on a more regular basis to kind of practice and work on those. So what does this actually look like is that we've got 6 sessions in this cycle that I want you to think about. Working through them, session 1 is a lower body focused day. So our 3 strength lifts that we're going to be rotating between are going to be a back squat, the deadlift, and then some unilateral work. My preference is normally going to be a rear foot elevated split squat, or what I write as a RFESS on the board. And that's going to be our strength focus for the lower body days. We'll follow that up with a short lower body accessory WOD. Session number 2 is going to be more of a gymnastic skills. So like I said, this is going to be going into those pull-ups, the handstand push-ups, handstand walking, things like this, and giving you a little bit of time to work on that. After that, we're going to do a nice WOD that I call kind of strongman light, field work, grunt work, whatever you want to call it. This is that push, pull, carry, shove, strike type of stuff. If you have done any of the sled pulls or sled pushes, farmer's carries, things like that. Not necessarily high skill, but allows you to get a lot of good work in without necessarily thinking about it too much. Session 3. Now this is going to be a fun day. The main focus of today is intensity, right? So we're going to perform one of the girls' WODs. So you guys know this: Helen, Karen, Diane, Jackie, things like this. So they're normally short, intense, normally under 12 minutes or so. But the twist here that I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some running to a lot of these sessions. Now some of them already have running, but a lot of them I'm going to add in either a 400 or 800 meter into the circuit. So this is part of the goal of adding in more comfort of running, and then also under a high intensity setting. Before that, we're going to pre-game it with a little bit of agility work, and this will be pretty fun. This is something that some of you may have done if you've ever played field sports, some cone drills, change of direction, change of speed type of stuff, and I think everybody will get a good kick out of that. Session number 4 is more of a upper body strength focused day. So on this cycle, we're going to be rotating between a strict press, a closed grip bench press, so that's that little bit more narrow grip, shoulder width, helps work on your tricep lockout, transfers due to overhead movement. And then unilateral work. We may be doing some dumbbell work, we may be doing some landmine work, mix it up a little bit from there. Likewise to session 1, it's going to be an upper accessory day after that. So short WOD with some movements that are going to help out your upper strength lifts. After that, session 5, this is a very Olympic lifting focused day. So we're going to hit something called a daily max. And some of you may have heard me say this before. Daily max means kind of building up to something. Normally it's going to be in a complex, so a group of movements, building up to a daily max, and then doing essentially a big drop set, doing some EMOM work, hitting some density, getting a lot of volume and a lot of practice in on those Olympic lifts, which will transfer later on into barbell cycling in your WODs. And finally, number 6 is going to be more of a longer hero WOD. So this is going to be an over 20-minute workout, and once again is going to involve running in some form, normally in a unit over 800 meters, so 1,000 meters, 2,000 meters, things up to that point, right? Now, from here, what you're seeing is that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions. Now, those of you who've already started thinking about this, but coach, we only have 5 training days per week. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. How does this work? So here's the deal, is that we're going to be doing a little bit more of what I call a rotational template here. So let's follow through here. Let's assume week 1, we're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whoop, 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 gotcha, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so now we're not even done with this first wave right here. So now we start all over on Monday. All right, now we got to go in. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. So what's going on over here is that you can see is that we're no longer necessarily going to be thinking about actually going to be staggered out a little bit more. What this means is that if you are never able to come to the gym on Fridays and say you always missed our upper body strength day, that's no longer going to be an issue, because what's happening is that we're continually going to be staggering our schedule out a little bit more. So you can't always be thinking of Monday as our squat day or Friday as our press day, because we have 6 sessions. So it's going to be continually shifted out and in rotation. So you can think of it, yes, as a training week. So this would be 1 training week. That would be another training week, and so forth and so on. But it's going to be a little bit more staggered. So it's kind of this idea of a lot more variety, and you're not going to quite know what's going on. If you really want to think ahead and really try to figure it out, you might be able to. But expect to be a little bit more surprised and not be able to predict quite as much what's going on. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited about that. I certainly am. The other coaches are. And I'll see you soon. And let me know if you have any questions below. Bye.